Hey guys, Teacher Dare here, and today I'm going to share with you my top tips for new teachers. Now, I wish someone had told me these things when I started out my career as a teacher. It would have saved me a lot of time. So today, I'm going to help you out so that you save yourself a lot of time and a lot of pain and make your experience even better. So the first thing that lots of teachers asked me about, and was a big problem for me in the beginning, was starting that conversation. So you have your new student, you're on Zoom or whatever platform you're using, and they're there. How do you start? Well, what do? I usually start by introducing myself. I tell a little bit about myself and open myself to the student. Then I ask them some questions about themselves. If the student doesn't answer and gives you very short answers, you should try to ask more questions. Okay? Try to ask open-ended questions. Ask questions that start with W words: when, where, why, and how. So for example, a very important question that you should always ask students is, why are you studying English? And this is going to make your life a lot easier throughout the progress of you teaching your student. Why are you learning English? You really need to know what's their goal. What's their ambition? Why are they doing this? And this is going to help you a lot. How do I start my conversations? Most of my students are professionals and they're studying English for business. So when I ask them, why are you studying English? They go, for business. But what does that mean? You need more specifics. So I ask them, what exactly in business? Why do you really need this in your business? This is going to give you more information that you're going to need for your later lessons. And it's also going to help you to keep the conversation going in that lesson. So that's the number one tip. Ask questions. Open yourself, start the conversation, telling about yourself and asking your students to tell a little bit about themselves. The second tip for me was something, like I said before, that I really wish I knew about before, was how to handle silent pauses. Now, here's the thing. Students need time to think. Okay, so don't, every time that they stop, don't get worried. Sometimes they need to think. Some people need more time than others, and you will start to get to understand your student. Okay, now if they're stopping for too long and they're not answering anything, now that's awkward silence. And in this situation, you maybe need to rephrase or change the wording of what you said before, because usually if you say to the students, do you understand me? They're just going to go, yeah, I understand. No, change the wording around, change the question, ask another question. Maybe sometimes you might even need to just say something, start to talk to get the conversation going again. But remember, not all silent moments are bad. Silence is good. Silence can be your friend because students need to think. My third tip that I would recommend to you is avoid speaking about politics and religion and all those little touchy topics. Yes, you're going to meet some students that really want to know your opinion about the latest issue in the news, especially in their country or whatever. But lots of companies have policies against this. So what I usually do is I just listen to the student, let them finish their thought. And when they're finished, I just tell them politely, unfortunately, it's our company policy and we're not allowed to speak about these topics, because yeah, you don't really want to speak about these topics. These things are very personal and emotional for people, and you don't want to make your student upset in any way. Another really important tip is about homework. Yes, I would always say you should always set homework. Now the thing is, especially with adults, lots of adults, they're busy, they have their jobs, and they don't want to do homework, or they might not do their homework. Your first job as a teacher is you're a motivator. You have to motivate them to do their homework, because if they do their homework, they are going to progress a lot faster. And if they progress a lot faster, that means you're getting results. They're going to tell other people about you. You're going to get good reviews. You're going to make more money. But like I said, most people, adults, they don't want to do homework. The thing is that you also need to find things that are entertaining or things that they want to do. So just don't give them some grammar exercises. If they like grammar exercises, that's okay. Find something interesting for them. Maybe it's a YouTube video, a podcast, a book that you can read, even movies. You just need to find things that are interesting. For younger students, You need to have a little bit more discipline with the homework, but don't be so strict, don't be so hard, but try to make sure that they do the homework, and don't kill them with homework, okay? Just give them enough homework to help them to progress, because that's what it's all about. You're trying to help them to become the best they can be. And the last thing is how to end lessons. This is very important. When you're ending lessons, make sure that you leave time at the end of the class where you can go over and recap the points that you talked about during the class. And also, if you knew or you saw that there were some points or something that the student didn't understand, make sure to go over again to make sure that they really understand the concepts, because you don't want to keep just going forward and the student actually doesn't even really know or learn anything from the lesson that they just did. That's really important. Okay guys, so there we have it. Those are my top tips that I wish I knew when I started my career as an English teacher. I hope they're really helpful for you. Hey, other teachers who are out there who already started their career, write in the comments, add your tips, help out the community. And don't forget, I hope you're taking your courses seriously. If you are, remember the links over here. Join our class today and become a certified English teacher.